angel. Welcome. So today I'm going to be making some new rings for my Etsy shop. So this is a hobby I've really started to go hard on, and as you can see, I'm wearing a few rings that I made. These are all different stones. I have a little red ruby pinky ring. So these turn out very, very beautiful, and I am just gonna start uploading a ton of them to my Etsy shop. So if you want to see how I make them, then stick around. And I'm really excited to show you my new beads that I recently got for Christmas/birthday. And I know that you're gonna absolutely love them. So I'm just gonna show you all my tools and I'll get started. So first, I have all of my wire pinching tools. This one cuts and bends. This one secures and picks up. And then I use this one for just pulling things very tight, if that makes sense. I'll show you very shortly. So this pair is my favorite pair of pliers. It's not new, it's pretty old. This is the new pair, and it has a tip that looks a little different, and that's just so you can wrap your wire and make loops around these. This one is not very good for picking up beads, so sometimes if I am working with very tiny beads, I will just use this and just pick them up like that. So these are my tools. Go ahead and lay them out here. And the pink pliers came with a kit. So this is what it looks like here. And as you can see, there's a lot of beads of all different colors. We have yellows, orange, pink, red, purples, blues, some greens, and then some earth tones here. And then we have black, silver, and white. So these are little seed beads, so I use them to kind of like accentuate with, not as a main focal bead. But in this kit, it comes with all different colors of main stone beads. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the top off and show you. So this top piece pulls out here, very handy dandy, and they're kind of organized a little by color. So we have red and pink, orange and yellow, some greens, and then blue colors, and purple and blacks. And then in the center here, I have some different crystal points. And some of them are colored. I love how they sound. Some of them have the iodized kind of a oil effect. So that's really cool. And then I just have the regular clear quartz crystals. So I can make rings with any of those. And on the inside here, I store my wire. And just a couple extra bead tubes. Just some interesting beads that aren't in these colors here. And all of these look plasticky, but surprisingly they're all glass. So that just makes it even more beautiful. So let's see. I have more stone pieces here. These are all different crystals, but they are tumbled and shaped into little spheres. So I really like using these. I do have a few rings with some of these, so the circle does make for a very good centerpiece. I think my favorite one in here is probably this yellowy red. I'm not sure what that is. But this is brand new. So let's set it here. And then I also have these stones here that I showed you in my last video. And all of these are different crystals and stones, so they all have different healing properties and different energy, so we can definitely use these in our rings today. And it really doesn't take me a whole long to just make a ring. It takes about less than a minute or two. So let's see how many that we can make. So first I take my wire about right here. So I have this measuring ring tool here, and it has all of the ring sizes, the US and the UK. So that's very, very helpful. And all you do is pick your size ring that you would like. So I'm a size 7, so usually I'll make between a 6 or even a little bit past a 9, 9.5. So let's make a size somewhere around 8. So you want to go ahead and twist your wire like this. Just like that. Then I'll take my wire cutter tools and snip right here. There we go. Alright. Gotta make sure I keep the lid on this here. So now that we have our size, all that we have to do is start thinking about what stone that we want and what accent colors. So this is kind of like a gold type color. So I think my first stone I'll use is, let's open this up here. I'm gonna use something with tiger's eye. So whenever you're picking a stone out, you have to kind of visualize it sitting where it's going to sit on the ring. I think this will be a very beautiful piece. It's going to sit sideways. So let's try this one. So we'll set that there. And now here is the hard part. Clean up my area here. So now we have to decide what color would look good with gold and tiger's eye. So I sometimes like to hold them up beside it just so I can get a visual. Maybe even the brown or the shiny gold would be very beautiful. But you know, I'm actually kind of feeling this lucky green color because I usually see tiger's eye as being a very lucky stone. It almost sounds like rain. Little bead fell out here. Tried to escape. So I'm just gonna pick out a few of these little green beads here. And that should be plenty. do is I have my ring like this. The wire's just barely wrapped. I'm gonna take one end, doesn't matter which end, and just start wrapping it around the main circle loop. And sometimes it doesn't always work out perfectly. That's okay. Just try and hold it tight and keep wrapping. I definitely don't think these have to be perfect because they turn out good pretty much either way. So just wrap, wrap, wrap. If you want to wrap it loosely, that's fine. I usually find that wrapping it tighter does help it to hold its form better, but either way you can secure it at the end. So now that I have mine a little wrapped, I'm gonna start adding on some little beads on the sides. Just like that. And I'm just gonna start wrapping that so that the beads don't fall off. So I wrapped one, now I have to wrap this side. Here we go. Sometimes the wire doesn't bend quite how you want it, but let's add some more green beads on here. One on that side, and wrap it. Let's do one on this side. Perfect. Let's do two more. Do one on this side and wrap like that. So it's really coming along. I'm gonna do one last green bead here. And I'll wrap it. Alright, so now that I have my little green beads on there, I can add my very top tiger's eye. So I'm gonna put it through one side like that, and then I'm gonna try and get this one through the same hole. So now it's sticking out both sides, kind of crazy. So this is where your tools come in. Pinchy tool and this pinchy tool. We're gonna take these, grab both sides here of the one sticking out, and pull as tight as you can. There we go. See, it tightened it right up for us. Now if it looks a little uneven, you can just pull one side, tighten it up a little bit, pull the other side, and I'm pretty happy with that. That looks not too bad. Now with the two little strings hanging off, You can do this with your fingers or use a tool. I sometimes just use my hands. You're just gonna start wrapping it pretty much wherever that you want it. I want it beside of my tiger's eye, so I'm gonna wrap it right on the sides of it. And if you have a lot extra, you can just trim it off. I sometimes do that. So let's wrap this side now. And this is just very intricate work, even though it's easy in theory. It does take a while. Just if you get in the zone, you can create all day. Well, at least I can. And then you just want to pinch and tuck the last remaining metal pieces. That way it's not stabbing you whenever you go to put it on. And it's very rustic. Don't know how well you can see it, but let's try it on here. Not too bad. First ring, and I really like how it glistens. So I think somebody will love this. Nice tiger's eye ring. Set it right here. So that's our first ring. Now let's make some more. So I'm going to do the same thing. To get my wire, take my size tool here, and I'm going to make this one a size 7-ish. I can never truly make them true to size, but I try my best every time. So let's see. So I cut my wire here. Let's use one of these crystals in here. Some of these are too big, but some of them are perfect, so I like this little yellow one. That one's very interesting. Or maybe a blue or a pink. I'm gonna use this little yellow quartz crystal. It's really just calling to me, so I have my gemstone picked out. Now I have to choose what accent color. So with this yellow, let's see. I feel the greens kind of wash it out. What's really calling to me? Maybe a pink. But this is not my favorite pink tone. Let me check in here. Oh, here we go. I have this beautiful pink bead tube. So let's get a few of these out. I think I want to do 2 pink beads on each side, and then a different color bead in the center. Maybe a yellow. Let's see. Let's try one of these yellow beads in the center of the pink. So I need 2 yellow beads here. Perfect. Those little tubes come in handy whenever I'm looking for a color that I just don't have in this little carry jewelry kit. So scoop that over here. So with this, I can make this a little different. What I'm gonna do is wrap it at the bottom here. Just like this. Wrong side. I'm gonna wrap it this side. So I have the bottom wrapped. It's pretty secure. So I'm gonna add on a pink bead right here and wrap it like this. And then on the other side, I'm gonna add a pink bead here, like that. And then I'm gonna wrap it. Now I'm gonna add in the yellow middle bead here. Wrap that. There we go. Now add the yellow to the other side. Wrap that. There we go. Now I gotta add pink. Another wrap. Just like that. And then one more pink on this side. And I dropped my pink bead, so I need one more. One pink bead. So last bead goes right there. Now I'll wrap it one more time, like so. So now this is what we have. Pink, yellow, pink. So you take the crystal, put both wires through like that. Then we're going to do the same thing here and just pinch it tight like that. And it's very, very tight, so I'm going to loosen it up a little bit so that it can be the size 7 that we were looking for. So let's see if it fits. So let's loosen this side a little tiny bit. Now, like everything else, we just take the corners here and start wrapping very tight or loose. You could wrap loose too. like loosely wrapped jewelry. I think it makes it more authentic feeling. Just feels more handmade. So now I need to wrap this side here. I'm gonna wrap it like this. I'm gonna take my pinching pliers here and just pinch off the extra wire. So that's my finished ring here. Very interesting. I think it looks very nice. So that's ring number 2 that we've created. If it'll sit. There we go. So my next ring, let's see. I'll probably make this one a pinky ring, just because I feel like they're really underrated. And plus, the one I have on right now is so cute. I feel like I want to keep it instead of sell it, so I'm gonna make another one. That way somebody can have one just like mine, or even cuter than mine. So I'm gonna cut it right about here. And I have no idea if this is going to fit most pinkies. I feel like maybe I have very small hands, but I don't know, maybe they're average. So I'm just gonna clean up my area here. I hate feeling very cluttered. So with this, I'm going to tightly wrap it, just so it's very secure. Like this. And I'll wrap a few on this side too. And for the colors of this one, I kind of want to do something blue and pink, like cotton candy or something like that. So let me see what I can find here. For some reason this isn't twisting right. Every time I twist it, it just doesn't want to work out for me. There we go. So let's see what I can find here. I want to do, let's see, maybe the pink in this. So I need to twist it. gonna take 2 pink, and let's see. I'm gonna use one of these. I really feel like turquoise, but now that I look at this case, I think, well, yeah, I don't want to do too big of a stone, especially if it's for just a pinky ring. So let's do a turquoise small stone. So let me pick one out. A lot of these are very big. This one's fairly small. Let's see if I can find a smaller one. No, that's about the smallest one. What about any of these blue colors? Yeah, I like the turquoise, so set that over there. And now for our pinky ring, make sure it fits. It's not too tight, it still has a little gap, so I'm going to put my pink bead here, pink bead here, just like that, and then I'm going to string this like I did all of the other ones. So it's gonna go straight through here. Oh. This is about the hardest part for me. Stringing on the very last bead. Oh no, it fell. It always likes to be difficult. So, got it halfway on there. Just putting both pieces of metal through the one hole here. It's very challenging, but I think I got it. So I'm gonna grab these so I can pinch them through. Right here. Just pull it tight. So now let me check. So it looks like this side needs pulled a little bit tighter. And So now, this is what we have. I'm just gonna start wrapping this. Where's my tool? Here we go. This is the best one to wrap with. It gets very precise coils. So let's do this side. I used to wear a ton of rings, and I don't really wear as many now. These are just new ones that I recently made. So I'm just gonna tighten that down. And this is our finished ring. So it's very dainty, very delicate. Let's try it on. Oh, I love it already. That's so gorgeous. Just brings extra energy to your aura. I love it. I'm definitely gonna have to make some more of these beautiful rings. I really hope that you enjoyed spending time with me and watching me create some beautiful jewelry today. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my ASMR videos. And definitely check out my Etsy shop for all of my new rings that I have just recently dropped. I don't think that you will be disappointed. So until next time, be well, angel.